It's the Two Girls and a Bottle of Wine podcast, and I'm Janet Blair. Each week, I sit down with one of my girlfriends, whether it be
Teresa, Natalie,
Carrie,
Kristen,
Tara,
Stephanie.
We talk about whatever.
We completely restored this trailer.
Fry people's faces off as a bad Mexican.
I don't understand the competition that goes on between women.
Two girls and a bottle of wine. Over a glass of wine, bottle of wine, or sometimes a couple bottles of wine. Join in on Facebook at facebook.com/2girlsandabottle-of-wine. Don't miss us. Hello, I'm Janet.
And I'm Tara.
And we are two girls and a bottle of wine.
Because men like boobs.
And girls like wine. Tara Dober's back in the house.
Hey!
It's been way too long.
It has been way too long.
And I didn't want to talk to you before we started recording
Yeah.
because I was like, we're going to lose stuff.
Yes.
So what have you been up to?
So much.
I know.
So much.
So
running a storefront. Yeah.
Recap. You are LaLovelyVintage.com.
La Lovely Vintage, yes.
Yes.
Yes, I own a vintage antique shop, an online shop, a mobile shop, and now a storefront. And soon to be a second mobile shop. So that is what's in the works right now is we're opening
exciting.
A second shop, a men's mobile shop now. We're going to try and take our 1957 Shasta that we've had in the works for a few years, take it and have it strictly kind of towards women, and have the second one kind of just a dude shop, all about the guys, clothes,
Wow.
and we're pairing up with Delta Hand Goods, which is a good friend of mine, Enrique, and he makes leather hand goods. And so we're working together to put this new shop on
That
the
is
street.
so exciting.
So much fun.
And you put out a plan. When do you expect this men's shop to be out and about?
April.
Wow.
Yes. April.
It's February.
I know,
Tara.
yeah.
You are crazy.
I have some experience restoring
Right.
the shop, so I have that. And just hope. My fingers crossed. Well, I think it's okay. We have my friend Enrique who is going to be a huge help in doing that and the restoration and getting it out there.
So you've done this before. I saw the picture of the trailer on Facebook yesterday.
Yeah, I think yesterday, the day before. Yeah.
Yeah. It showed up in my time feed. You know Facebook. Nothing's in order.
Yeah.
I'm like, when was this? Oh, last Tuesday. Good stuff. I'm seeing it on Sunday.
Yeah, that happens to me too.
And so you take this trailer, it looks decent from the outside. What do you have to do to turn it into La Lovely Vintage Men's?
Yeah, the filter makes it look better of the picture.
Oh.
Using a nice filter thanks to Instagram. So it's rough. We're definitely going to have to paint the outside, and then from there we'll rip out the walls, we'll rip out the entire interior, rebuild the foundation, seal it off, make sure we have no leaks. And then rebuild the walls, do new flooring, add shelves, clothing racks.
By April.
You're
amazing.
Let's do it.
You are super
It's good
woman.
to work. No, not close.
How's the storefront doing?
It's good. It's going good. It's fun, and I don't have a lot of time to be there, so my mom is huge help this entire
That's
time.
awesome.
Because, popping up, I was still doing a lot of mobile up until this month, actually.
Really?
So, yeah, we were doing every weekend.
It's been cold.
Yeah, but
Until this weekend.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's true. But we have a little heater, so it helps.
Nice.
Yeah, it keeps
Nice.
us toasty.
So what's coming up for the next few weeks?
The next few weeks would be just rearranging our storefront. We did a little change for the winter. We're open the first and the third weekend of every month now, or the first and third weekend of every month, and we were open every weekend, and we were like, oh, nobody's, not everybody's coming, and maybe if we gear it more to our market, everybody will come. But this is the first weekend not doing it, and we had a lot of people say, hey, why aren't you open? Or an increase of people that, we thought that maybe they would hang. Yeah, anyway. So we're thinking about going back come spring.
I bet the nice weather, because Denver is seeing crazy warm weather. It was 70 degrees today.
I know. It was. I took full advantage.
Yeah, I was stuck in my cubicle, but that's okay. So you go, girl. Go live for the rest of us.
My painted hands.
So I didn't get to take advantage today, but this last weekend it was beautiful. I'm sure people were out and about, and they're like, let's go. Let's go check out La Lovely Vintage.
Yeah, and we want to be there, and we want to be open every weekend, but we were thinking we'll just change the entire decor each month so that it's a completely new shop, and that would give us the flexibility to do so.
Oh,
but I think
fun.
we'll still do that and just try to be open every weekend because we just like being there. It's fun. It's
right?
trial and error. I mean, this is our first store, so I think we're just trying to get a rhythm and get ready for spring.
That's so exciting. So exciting. But it's January. Be careful getting ready for spring.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like
I know. Today.
In Colorado, it's going to be like snowing May 30th, you know?
That's true.
And so I always get that like spring fever, March, because we have a couple nice days in March, but then we get snow, and then
Today was unreal.
I end up hating Colorado like around that time because I'm like, the rest of the world is turning spring.
Yeah.
Colorado is winter, spring, winter, spring.
That's true.
But I don't know that I've ever seen 70 degrees in January. I've only lived here for 7 years, though.
No, and they did say, I got like my little CNN alert saying that it was the warmest year in record ever.
There we go. Oh, okay. So we did
all
break
around,
records.
yeah,
That
all
makes
around.
sense. That
So
makes a
there's
lot of
that.
sense.
And I was outside painting furniture all day, and I went to turn on the faucet, and I was like, oh, it's not summer, and the faucets are still shut off for the winter.
That's so funny. Yes,
It was
did
that nice.
feel like June
Yeah.
coming out of the office today. I was like, this is amazing. I would have called in sick had I been that person.
Yes.
But I'm not.
Gotta work.
So how's life? Like, I've seen some great pictures of you being posted, the ones in the road.
Oh, yes.
I love
that was
them.
my friend Enrique that I'm opening the shop with. He's
Okay.
very creative. He's a photographer.
Oh.
Yes. He did our wedding, actually.
Oh, that's awesome.
Good friend. So.
And your wedding pictures that I've seen online
Really
are great.
good. Yeah. So, yeah, just having fun, enjoying
And it's Enrique.
Perella. He's going to kill me. I can't say his
You know
name.
his website?
Yeah, but it's his last name, and I can never pronounce it right.
We'll
Perella.
find it.
It's, Parrailla.
Okay, Enrique. And
Yeah.
he's here in Denver?
He is, yeah.
So
in
if
Denver.
people want pictures.
Yeah, and Delta Hand Goods.
Delta Hand Goods.
That's his hand goods, so.
And what kind of hand goods does he carry?
So he does like leather wallets, and he does leather like wristbands for watches, camera straps. He
Belts?
does belt. Yeah, I don't know if he dabbles with belts yet or
Really?
not. Yeah, he focuses on some really good key pieces. He does. He's done a couple bags, laptop cases, really good,
Wow.
genuine leather work. So.
Like the Merce.
yes.
The man purse. He can create a manly
I'm sure.
purse.
Yes.
Awesome. That's
Good
awesome.
wallets and stuff. So.
And how's the husband?
Great. Yeah. Woo.
You guys posted some great pictures within the last couple weeks. I
Yeah.
was like, oh.
So busy, but
So I
he's
felt
doing
safe
great.
asking about that. You never, when you haven't seen someone for a while,
Yeah.
you're like, so
how
how's
are
your
they?"
relationship with the microphone on? Never.
Yeah, John.
I'm good. I feel comfortable.
Yes, it's hard too because we never have a lot of time, so we're not very interactive, posting pictures and stuff because we don't see each other very often. But work is going really well for him, and he got a job
Good.
with Woody Page, here
very
in
nice.
town. So that's
Explain who Woody Page is.
Josh had to explain to me who Woody Page is, but it's like Josh grew up like Josh loves Woody Page. He listened to him growing up. He's a sports anchor, just huge in Denver, Colorado. I think
Very
all
nice.
over.
What station is he on?
So Josh is on all of the stations right now. He's
Right.
on Mile High Sports, and he's on The Fan, and then he does the Denver Post, and that's with Woody Page.
Okay.
Is him and Woody Page do the Denver Post, and I don't know if that's actually on a radio station yet, not.
Okay.
I think it's all online through the Denver Post.
So like a podcast for the Denver Post.
Yeah, it's like a video cat.
Oh,
It's
very
video.
cool.
It's like you can actually see it here.
If you notice, we have tripods. Well, one now. We have a goal in 2015 to
Yeah?
turn our podcast into a video podcast.
I love that.
It's hard because we're in an unfinished basement, as you can see, but the listeners cannot.
Yeah.
So I feel like we're going to have to like drop
Build
some
a
like
scene.
black cloth.
No, let me just build a little.
There you
I can
go.
Just put a little scene.
Yes.
It'll look-
Something,
Decor-
and we have all these lights, like we have all these lights that will light up the place, but
Yeah.
we haven't quite had the time to play and get that there. But
yeah, it's very cool stuff in the works, and he explains it so much better than I can.
No,
and he's
it's fine.
explained it to me
I
many
totally
times, and I'm always like,
understand.
I
I totally understand because Steve's the same way. I'm like, yeah, what Steve said. Yeah, it's a world that
It's exciting.
I'm not in all the time, so I don't quite understand
Yeah.
it. So I understand
Yeah.
where you're at. So let's go to Woman Crush of the Week. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
You go first.
Okay, so mine is Sarah Koenig, and she does podcast.
Sarah, and how do you spell her last name?
Oh, I don't crap. Oh,
It's
let
all
me get
good.
my phone. it's like K-A.
Is she on YouTube or is she on
Podcasts
iTunes?
through iTunes. Yeah,
Okay.
that's how I always find it. So she did the Serial podcast, And she's done This American Life forever, and I really enjoy her work, and I was obsessed with Serial. And
Okay.
I still am I'm always checking to see when the next either
love
episode
that.
or the next, series
I
of
have
it.
my podcasts like that, where you're just like, refresh, come on.
Yeah,
who's the
so
new one?
you got me into the podcast, and she has just been, I just love everything she does. I think she has a great voice. She does a great job at the storytelling in the podcast. Yeah, I really enjoy it. And This American Life is what she started. She was an editor, I think, for them for years.
And what's the name of her podcast?
Serial with an S.
Serial. Life.
No, Serial, and then This American Life is the other one. I have it up, but let me grab my phone.
Okay.
So, Sarah Koenig, how you spell
Okay,
her
I
last
found it.
name? Okay.
Serial, The American Life. It's a new podcast from the creators of The American Life, hosted by Sarah Koenig. I get why you could, yeah.
Yeah, so it's
Koenig.
And how she pronounces it as Koenig is how I hear her pronouncing it, but I read it as Koenig or,
Yeah, that was
so
me.
who knows? Yeah.
I just subscribed, so I'm super excited.
Yeah, so have you actually listened to Serial?
No.
No?
No, I just...
You have, yeah. So it's really good, and This American Life is great as well. Invisibilia, I don't think she has anything to do with Invisibilia, but NPR does, and that's another great one. I'm just all about it now. I have like
an addiction.
Yeah, thanks to
I
you.
have found some great podcasts. Yes, and I would not have ever known about.
I would have never known. Yeah,
yeah. Had I not been pulled into this world.
Yeah, and I ran out of music, and now I'm like, well, podcast. I can
Right.
just like get all my work done, and you
Right.
know, it's wonderful.
Yeah, I'm
listen
the
to
same
this great
way.
story. So
That's awesome. And there's a podcast about anything. You can really find a podcast
Yeah.
about probably just about anything out there.
definitely comedy ones. My husband has his list of like 3 or 4 comedy ones that he keeps up with weekly. So
And now Steve and I are getting into the world of vlogs, which
Yeah.
is kind of strange because you like watch other people live their life. But it's kind of like a reality show, but it's only like 10 to 15 minutes a day.
every day.
Some
Almost?
of them.
Wow.
Some of them. Like
Wow.
they make their living on vlogging.
So what is the channel? They don't do YouTube. They
YouTube.
do,
It's all
it is
YouTube.
YouTube. Okay.
Yes. I haven't gone outside of YouTube.
So is this what I saw on the news where it was the 4 bloggers that went to see Obama and interview him in the White House?
I'm not sure.
Are they vloggers? I guess I don't know if they
Possibly.
were vloggers or
I
not.
don't
They were
know.
describing them as like YouTube
Okay,
hits
then they're
or
vloggers.
YouTube. Yeah.
Yes.
Famous.
And there's the U.S. vloggers that are like the top 10, and then you have the U.K. vloggers, which we've even gotten into those. It's silly.
Yeah.
It is so silly. I haven't looked at my DVR in like days.
Really?
because I am
Newfound
on
addiction.
YouTube. I don't need cable. I can totally cancel it.
There you go.
Yeah. So that's our new obsession.
Yeah.
So, okay. Woman Crush of the Week
Yeah.
was...
Yeah, Sarah Koenig. Yeah.
And do you
just
know
looking forward to
much
a new
about
podcast.
her?
No, I saw
Like
her
her
just
history?
on Koenig. Yeah, she worked at the Baltimore Sun as a reporter for a long time. She was the just a editor-in-chief at This American Life. That podcast is wonderful. And then she started the Serial one, which it became the #1 podcast.
Very nice.
Very quickly. And so, yeah,
That is awesome.
I don't know, she has a great voice.
I'm
There's something
looking
about her that
forward
just
to it.
draws me in, and you're going to understand when you start to listen to her. You're like, wow, she's got a lot going on. So.
Very cool, very cool. We have found Hillbilly Nerd Talk is one of our favorite podcasts. You'll have to check that out. It's a couple.
Okay.
And they're I think in Kentucky somewhere. And they're very intelligent, and they kind of make fun of the world around them.
Okay.
And it's hilarious. And then I have found PK and DK, which is another couple that does a video podcast every Wednesday. So those are my suggestions for you.
Wonderful. I will
Those are
check
my
them
two.
out. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so my woman crush of the week is Goldie Hawn.
Yes.
I love her. I have always loved her since I was a
too.
little girl. And then when I found out that Kate Hudson was her daughter, 'cause
Yeah.
I loved
Mind blown.
I was like, I loved Almost Famous, and I didn't understand that there was a connection there. And then all of a sudden, what?
Yeah.
That's Goldie Hawn's daughter? That's amazing.
Yes.
And then she even has a son that's in Nashville now. His name is Oliver Hudson. He used to be in Rules of Engagement. He played the dumb fiance.
Okay. I think I know who you're
very nice looking guy.
Okay.
I didn't see it, but then I was like, oh my gosh. And then she also